In this video, we're going to train our neck joint capsules specifically. This is that first layer of stabilization that we want to gain ideal motion at and control over that motion, so that neurological control over that specific joint capsule tissue. The range of motion, like all the other joints, think about making a nice big circle. Ideally, you want that circle to be very symmetrical all around. You want the motion to be nice and smooth, and you want to be able to move slow and have control over the entire motion. At first, that's not going to happen. You're going to have little shakes. There's going to be areas of the motion you'll jump over. You'll have to really make yourself slow down and take control over the motion. But the more you practice it, as long as you're not moving through any pinching pain, which you do want to avoid doing, you will see this quickly progress over time. Ideally, if you're going to do the full range of motion, we'll tuck the chin, rotate to the right, side bend, extend through the back, side bend into the left side, and then roll back through the front. You would do one toward the right, then reset, one toward the left, reset, one to the right, reset, one to the left. If you have any pinching pain, you have difficulty in any section of that motion, or I've instructed you specifically to avoid a certain section of the motion, then you're going to start where you can safely. Say I need to avoid extension, then I'm just going to start on the right side and I'm going to control that motion through the front, move to the left, pause, reset, move back to the right, and so on, okay? The other options are only doing extension, or if I'm avoiding left rotation, I'm going to turn only going to the right. I'm going to pause before I get to any pinching pain on that side, reverse it, and come back through. You're going to use your full irradiation. Having as many tools as you can to support that will be very important. So yoga block between the knees, if you're sitting on the edge of a chair, squeezing the Pilates ball or a folded up pillow to your chest. So you want to make sure those shoulders are not forward, that when you squeeze that underneath the breastbone here, you're going to pull those shoulder blades back and down. You want to make sure you're not extending in the lower back. You want to have the shoulders stacked over your hips so that you can engage that deep core properly and have all your power and support come from below the neck here. We want as solid of a foundation as possible. I want you to think you'd be breaking a sweat that you're trying so hard. I'm going to take a deep breath in. As I let my breath out, I'm locking everything down. Every other muscle in my body is isometrically contracted. I'm not holding my breath. Now I'm going to think about those joint capsules, specifically in the neck. I'm going to start bringing my chin down to where they can tolerate. I'm going to roll the chin to the right and just naturally start to kind of create the circle with my neck. Now what you need to make sure you're avoiding is feeling it superficially in the muscles, because if you're not thinking about the neck with extension, where I'm able to work right now is here. But if I'm not thinking about the neck and I'm just going to go where my neck muscles let me, I can collapse all the way back, which we do not want to do. You want to address the joint capsule specifically, and if you're only feeling that stretch in the muscles, you're going to completely miss the point of the exercise. Remind yourself to keep squeezing the block, squeezing the back of your hip, your core. So see how slow I'm moving? That's very important. Pause at the midline, and then you're going to relax. Okay, we'll reset to the other side. Take a breath in. Lock it down. Tuck that chin down. Rotate to the left. Shoulders down. The more you can anchor the the rest of your body. What that allows you to do is create even more adaptation. Because you're able to truly encourage more of the motion in a controlled way that you're intending. If the foundation is loose, like say with our 20% irradiation for our morning routine or our warm-up, you're not really making adaptation there, you're just mobilizing the joint. Take a breath in. As you let that breath out, anchor it down. We're going to go back to this side we started with. So start bringing that chin to your chest. Just think about making a nice circle through those capsules. You're trying to touch the end range point throughout the entire sphere of those joint capsules. Keep reminding yourself to squeeze the blocks, squeeze the back of your hips, gauge your core. Roll through the front. Pause, relax. Just have one more to the other side. Take a breath in. As you let that breath out, bring that chin down to the chest. Rotate left. The more you do this, you'll really feel how you can gain that control, and it does get easier. Do not rush it at first. Make sure you're going slow, that you have real control over that motion. You're not using momentum to help you. You're not moving through any pinching pain. You're just going to pause and then reverse the motion to avoid it. Hopefully, it'll improve over time.